can see that this is a sudden collapse. I can tell for sure that it's a sudden collapse because there was ongoing construction, and you can see building materials, you can see doors, pipe works, and the rest of them stored in the ground floor. And suddenly the building came down. This is indeed a terrible state of collapse as it is, as you can see. It's a constrained site, so there's limited accessibility. You cannot really go to all parts of the building because it's in a very bad state. But from what we can see, as you can see, the concrete mix, you can tell is weak. Even when you look at the way it is, the granules, and they're like separating so easily. And then the columns are not properly placed. And then we have some parts where the reinforcements are 12 mm. Also, we have a building that is connected, an existing building that has been for roughly about 15 years and is connected from the back. But when you look at the way it's joined, it's a sad state too. Also, you can see that the building is overloaded. When you look at the way it's connected at the back, you can tell that there's a form of overloading on the building.
First and foremost, the fault has to be with the developer, the owner of the property. Because the owner of the property, you are supposed to have an approved a development permit before you carry out construction. Apart from development permit, you are supposed to have a builder on site. You are supposed to have a structural engineer on site supervising the structural members, and your architect too must be supervising. So it is your responsibility as developer to employ the service of the required professionals to carry out the job. If you don't give it to the required professionals to handle the job for you, it's your responsibility and you should be held responsible for it. However, if you can prove that he has a structural engineer on site and they are building according to the structural drawing, then the structural engineer will be liable.
Well, no investigation has been done as at now, but we can only begin to assume. But what's important for us to stress is the building procurement process. How was this building procured? Was it procured properly? Which means, did an architect design? Did a structural engineer design? Was it taken through approval? Was it approved? Who is the approving authority? And building control, when it was being constructed, was it properly supervised by LABCA? Those are the kind of things that we need to know. But for what we have seen, we can see obvious errors. We are professionals here, and the cell of BCPG that is investigating presently is Ikosi Sherry cell of Lagos State. We have 57 cells in Lagos State. Ikosi Sherry cell superintends this Magodo area. So we are investigating to see, preliminary investigation to observe probably what went wrong. So we have observed a lot of basic things that were not properly done. Because Lagos State Material Testing Laboratory is here. Other professionals are here. More professionals will still visit. And when they visit, we will collate and officially publish what the reasons are that brought this building down.
From the analysis of what we have seen now, we discovered that there are quite a lot of things that are not in conformity with the building, the way it's supposed to be. So we have not investigated yet, but from the look of things, we have seen quite a lot of things in terms of the reinforcement, where they're supposed to have pillars and the necessary spacing. And we equally realize that there is an existing building at the back, and this new structure, the collapsed structure, was joined to that one without proper reinforcement. So by the time the other professionals comes in, they will be able to come up with the investigation and the cause of collapse.